Good afternoon, everybody. Fan Man Steve here. Hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. And I know that I sure did. Today, I am going to be starting off the week with one of my Christmas gifts here, which was shown in the previous video showing off my Christmas gifts of Christmas 2020. This is a Weather Shield Lasko 20-inch box fan. I have seen many fans like this on YouTube, and I know that Jordan Yu has several of them. I don't know exactly how long these fans were going on, but I do know that they were going on for quite a while. I do know that this is a later 2000s model. This dates back to 2009 to 2010, so this fan's about 12 to 13 years old. Videos that I had seen of these fans, they're nice fans. They're well performers. They do have decent quality. Wouldn't exactly say the most efficient, but definitely better than the 3733. Does have the same blade set as the 3733, but what I like about this is, I don't know if you can see it, but it actually has the hole there in the hub, which is the most common design that we saw on some of the older Lasko and Galaxy box fans. So I'm very happy with that. I like the design of the front guard, and some of the older ones that I had seen going back to the late 90s and into the 2000s. It had more of a shroud going around it, and I think this is what gives it, better air performance as well as quality. The fan does show signs of use. It is slightly dirty, more of anything else. Just the bottom cabinet is rusted, as well as the inside. We'll have a look at the side of it here, and I have the fan facing towards the window here to get a better lighting. But the outside doesn't look nowhere near as rusted as the inside, so that gives me the indication that this fan spent most of its life in a window. Just you look at the sides there, how it's kind of rusted. So maybe that was just moisture from spending a majority of its time in a window. Here is the backside. Backside has a really cool design to it as well. And I'm not exactly sure, but I do believe this is the PSC motor. More than likely it has a capacitor, of course. Really doesn't appear to be all that dirty. If anything else, I'm just going to give this a little cleaning. It's not going to be anything major like it was with the 3733. But basically, all I may have to do with this is to clean it and oil it. Here is the power cord. I'm not exactly sure. I've never seen the inside of these cords. Never even took the time to see what's inside of these cords. But I am absolutely convinced that the fuses were built inside of these plugs. But then again, who knows? It does appear to be in good shape. The prongs are not corroded. No signs of flakiness or fraying of the cord. And you see from where it's still bound up there with a zip tie. I'm not exactly sure what that is in there. I don't know if maybe if it's a twig or something, but I'll get that cleaned out. I don't know if if a lizard or something got in there, but I'll get that cleaned out. Let's flip it on its back here. Let's get some information. Of what we can see here. And it's going to be very hard to read out the information because the printing there is faded out and can't hardly make out of it at all. But there is the printing here, and it does indicate the date and whatnot. It's going to be very hard to see, but I will read it out to you. The fan dates back to 2009 to 2010, so I would assume that this was being built somewhere in late 2009, and it was being sold sometime in early 2010. It draws 120 volts. I guess that's what it says, and 60 hertz. And type 1. Can't read out anything worth a shoot here on the bottom. And it's really rusted here on the bottom. Something else I like about this too, came with the original feet. The previous owner actually had the original feet to this. They do not look in the best of shape, but I'm going to see what I can do to fix this problem to where these are not going to get broke off or they're going to get lost. One here is kind of broke off at the end, but I'm going to see what I can do to fix that. Something else I like about this too that has a really cool design to it is the carrying handle. It has this on the top of it, weather shield, and I think that's pretty cool. It is slightly yellowed, but the front and back guards in the blade set look pretty normal, which I think is rather odd, but maybe it's possible that this is a different type of plastic. And I do know that this spent most of its time outside or in a window. And this is the carrying knob. I'm sorry, the control speed knob. Has the arrow over there for letting you know which speed it's on. I think that's really cool. Does not have the holes there on the sides that would be mounted on a stand. I'm not exactly sure if they're still going on with that design with the holes in the sides there. Really doesn't matter to me either way. I do have intentions on storing this. I'm gonna think about it on whether this will be getting restored or not. Too early to tell. Spring is still a good ways off, and another reason I'm having second thoughts about it, from what I have seen and from what I have heard, these carrying handles are prone to shattering or breaking, and I'm kind of nervous about trying to remove the knob without breaking it. So I'll think real hard on whether this will be getting restored or not. Only time will tell. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and I'll get this thing plugged in and we can test it out and we can see it run. Okay, now we have the fan plugged in, and now for the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and let's start this up on the high speed. Okay, so it appears that the fan is running. The fan is running perfectly. It's very quiet. I don't want to try to run this too long. It's going to blow some stuff out. But the air quality on this really isn't too bad. You can hear the airstream in the camera. I'm holding the camera of the phone about maybe about 3 or 4 feet from the fan. Yeah, just knock it down to medium. Has a nice medium speed to it. Puts out a gentle breeze. Judging by the performance of this fan and holding this between this and the 3733, I would definitely say that this one is a lot better. Okay, let's knock it down to low. Okay, the low speed on this is okay. Nothing too special. It works very well. It would do a lot of good if being used in a window. And from what I have seen, that these are good window fans too. So this is definitely going to be looking forward to full-time use in the spring. Okay, let's knock it back up to high. See what the spin down time on it is. Okay, nothing special with the spin down time, but what more can you expect with these plastic bladed fans? But I do believe that this is going to need a good cleaning service. Nothing unusual with any noise of the bearing or the motor starting up on all three speeds, so it can't possibly be that bad. But this is definitely going to be getting a good cleaning service before it goes into full-time use. Let's see if we can capture a startup sound on this. I don't think there will be much of a startup sound, but we'll see what we can get from it. Okay, not much of a startup sound, but no big deal. Well, I guess let's go ahead and get some footage of it running on from the back here while we're at it. Okay, not a bad one. I have a feeling that this is going to be half as good as it looks. Definitely will be getting a clean and service on this thing. Now I have all the right tools and materials that I need to perform that operation. So, well, I hope that you've enjoyed the video, everybody. Put in comments, like, subscribe, and clean and service Lasko Weather Shield Part 2 coming soon. That'll do it for now. Bye bye.